This video chart presentation of Homeland Security Corp brought to you by All Penny Stocks with technical analysis by Andy from Understanding Pension Plays. Homeland Security is a pink sheet stock trading under ticker HSCC. Quick look at the chart, just a monster move from March at 003 up to the beginning of May where it hit 6 cents. Pretty long kind of consolidation going on right now, kind of a downward channel. These big days right here that kind of made these big drops, they look like days that there was a wide bid and ask, like somebody came out and the bid and ask might have been spread out from 02 to 03, and it pulled right back up. I could be wrong, I haven't watched this trade, but usually when you see some big candles like this, that kind of thing is what's going on with the bid and ask spread. So that's kind of giving the chart a little bit of a distorted look. Overall, it's just got kind of a slight downtrend to it. Holding the gains pretty well for stock that made this big of a move. Trading around 3.8, closed at 0.35. Volume pretty good, almost 500,000 shares traded, actually a little bit of an increase. That's good. That's the kind of thing we're going to want to see continue. Typically with these sort of charts, you're going to see some wedges kind of going on with long-term indicators, such as the MACD, the PPO, the tricks will probably have kind of a wedge going on as well, because there's a lot of indecision going on right now with this kind of in a channel, slight downtrend to it. That's what we're seeing right here. Histogram just started ticking back up yesterday. Pretty good day. Closed up almost 17%. So we're going to look for this to continue. Try and make its roll here. Histogram back through to zero. Take a much more bullish look. Ultimately, you want to see this come through and break through the top side of this so that the uptrend is solidified. Same way with the PPO. You want to see a histogram through zero and an uptrend, a new uptrend established. ADX, what this tells you is that there is really no strength to any trend here. Positive, negative DI, both down low, all tucked together. ADX down low around 16. This is definitely in a trading pattern. There's no trend whatsoever. So we're going to look for this to try and make a turn and then pick a direction. If it makes a move one way or the other, we want to see some strength added to it. The MFIs, nice recovery here. So we always talk about this big separation of the 7 through the 21. 14 and 21 both look pretty nice. There's obviously some buying pressure coming back into them. 21's a little bit suspect as it's trending down, catching up to the selling pressure that came from previous days. What will happen here is if this buying pressure is sustainable at all, this 21 will catch back up based on the 14 and the 7. It doesn't whipsaw nowhere near as fast as the 7 and 21, so it'll make a little bit slower of a turn. Ultimately, we'd like to see in the future here these MFIs to hold over 50, make their intersections with each other, and begin a slow upturn. Accumulation distribution, even after the big move, as we said, there's a little bit of downtrend going in the price per share. Accumulation distribution is still trending up. That's a good thing to see. The Chaikin money flow, we want to see this get back up into this 0.4 area or so. See, there was a little bit of selling. Dip below zero, telling you that selling pressure was winning out over buying pressure. But when it's trading right here around zero, it's pretty equal. So we want to see this get back up to this 0.4, 0.3 area to show that buying pressure is definitely outweighing selling pressure. CCI, there's the breakthrough negative 100. Bottom feeders look for that. We talk about this a lot of times. That'll be the buy point for them. It's a hold until it breaks back down through negative 100. Just trying to optimize how long of a run you can get out of a play. What we'll be looking for is a trend line breakthrough there, which actually happens to put you into a little bit more bullish territory above zero. When it breaks through zero, it's starting to trade above its normal range. As we say, technically the buy point by definition is when it breaks through 100. But bottom feeders will look to grab it down here and try and maximize a run. Same way with the full stow, slip down into oversold territory. Now making a curl coming back through 20 based on the buying pressure that came in yesterday. Ultimately, you're looking through a breakthrough 50 to show that there's some real strength coming into this, some momentum getting behind the stock. But bottom feeders will look for that grab right in through there. Tricks is pretty similar to the MACD. Again, it's a little bit unfair to put this trend line right through there as this valley hasn't officially been formed. What we'll be looking for is for it to make the turn right in this area, continue to break through zero, and break through this upper trend line. Important that the trick stays in an uptrend, not a downtrend. So this is going to have to make its turn and continue back to the north side. RSIs are in a nice position, just now breaking through 50. They're in a pretty good downtrend. This isn't a definitive trend line. I'm making the point here that the downtrend was pretty strong with the RSIs, breaking through that downtrend, and you want to see it trending over 50. That's the important thing. Right now, all three of them trying to break through it. It's important that the 14 and 21 get through it and hold above it. Those are the kind of things to be looking for with the RSI. Taking a quick look at the candles. Again, I tried to talk about this real quick, so I'm going to wipe that out of the equation. And it needs to have a support level right here around 3 cents. If this dips below it, the 200-day should be a strong area of support, but that's pretty far away from where it is now, closing at 0.35 all the way down here to 0.232. So you don't want to see those kind of losses. Point being that if it dips down to here, this might be looked at as a buying opportunity for a lot of people because the 200-day should be a very strong source of support. But in the more near term, 3 cents needs to hold. There's going to be some resistance kind of right here where it is. Had a tough time trying to pop above it. Only held above it actually for a day or so. Came back down, set itself up as pretty good resistance, and has now set itself up as resistance again. Volume is going to have to increase a little bit. See, in order to pop through it earlier, had some big volume days up near 1 million shares. That's what's going to have to happen again in order for this to put together any kind of real move and get up here and challenge some higher levels of resistance. It is a little bit choppy through here. I'm not going to clutter it up with lines, but you're going to see at 4 cents. There's going to be some based on just this recent resistance. And back in through here where there was a little bit more, and it was a pretty good area of support. So 4 cents is going to be a little bit more. Really what this needs to do is get up here, and it needs to challenge this 5 cent area. 0.49 all in through here was a tough area of resistance. For this chart to, in a longer term, take on a bullish look, it's going to have to break through that. One, the 200-day is below it. The 50-day is kind of right there where it is right now. It needs to get over that 50-day and get trading towards the upper side of these Bollinger Bands and put some distance between the price per share and the 50-day, because the 50-day is starting to get a downtrend to it. You're going to want to see it roll and turn back this way, and that's going to require getting the price per share up in this area. Chart, of course, will be very bullish at that point when we get the 50-day trending to the north side, 200-day trending, all the short-term moving averages trending underneath it. Chart takes a very bullish look, and it'll have a much better chance at breaking through 5 cents. Long term, I want to see it take out 6 cents, establish itself over 5, show what that area is behind it, and make a new high over 6 cents. Those are the kind of things to be looking for in the long term. Right now, you got to baby step your way through it, and that starts with holding 3 cents, breaking through this area that's at now, really putting a fair amount of pressure on this 4 cents so it can get up here and really try and take a run at 5 cents. I would say that's big gains from where it is now. 5.2 would be a 50% gain, so you don't ever really want to shoot for the moon in 1 day or so. You're looking for this to start to trend back up and get over this 50-day moving average and slowly make its way through some of these resistance points and get out of this little bit of a downtrend it does have going on in this, what I would call consolidation. As always, this video chart is merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the All Penny Stocks website to view the full disclaimer disclosure. To begin learning technical analysis while on the All Penny Stocks website, please click on the feature link to Understanding Pincher Plays and you'll be on your way. Thank you for listening and trade smart.